be in Jeju. I will be also here in July. And something that I discussed with you in July, I'm insisting and telling you again. And the title is different, Brine, Mining, Nexus. And let me make a couple of statements. This title means that in my personal opinion, the water industry has much more responsibility than just producing water. And that's the first point. Much brighter opportunities and potentiality than just selling fresh water. The second one is that in the last 25, 30 years, a lot of quite interesting work has been done around the world in optimizing and solving problems related to water production. So everybody is familiar with water stress. And we heard from the plenary this morning already that water stress is a problem, still exists, will exist in the future, but significant amount of progress has been done. These numbers, you are familiar, you know how water is going. Most part, water is the most present product on Earth, by the way. But salty water, fresh water, the one we need more, is absent. And more than this, you learn from the plenary this morning, 70% of the water that we are producing today is going to agriculture, which means today in the country growing, India, Africa, etc., where agriculture is becoming means food, a lot of water is going there, and the salty water is not appropriate not only for drinking for humans but also in agriculture. And the possibility to have a solution, however, exists. And you see the trend in the last year, you saw it this morning, significant success of membrane technology that at my time, when I was a student, as most of you, membrane were not existing as an industrial application. Basically, it was 1 to 3%. Today, you see, starting from the 2000, that means from this millennium, membrane technology is becoming a dominant technology. Progress can be done, but keep in mind that already we had a lot of success as a researcher in producing better membrane, in increasing permeability, in controlling fouling, also biofouling, etc. So a lot of good work has been done, not easy to make breakthrough. I don't expect any new membrane in the next few years, particularly in the reverse osmosis and similar. The system, optimization of the system can be still interesting, but that means a lot of effort and a lot of money. On the contrary, remember that we had big success, but there are still problems that have not been solved and cannot be solved. With the traditional membrane operation, that means osmotic operations, as a reverse osmosis or nanofiltration, these numbers are already some of the best numbers available. That means the recovery factor for the water you are going to produce is about 50%. If you were reading this slide this morning, you saw in the single case that the speaker was telling all the rest was going back to the sea. So you lose 50% of the raw material on which you are working, which is not very efficient in a process engineering approach. You still can have, you like to have recovery factor, not 50%, at 95% if possible. And we need this level of recovery factor. No way, don't spend your time trying to solve the problem with osmotic process as reverse osmosis. It's a thermodynamic balance that will tell you that very, very difficult. You cannot operate at the 500, 1000 atmosphere, etc. No way. So there are some limits. And which is not energy consumption. Energy consumption, we already made significant progress, and the system is nicely approaching not the theoretical, but very good value. So the problem that we have to face now is to change the approach. And to change the approach, there are two motivations. One I was telling, nothing better than what has been done until now, really better, can be done using this kind of technology. That means osmotic phenomena, which means hydrophilic dense membranes, the ones that are on the market today. If you look at the system that has been present in this line. That was a project we had in Europe. I was coordinating about 5-10 years ago, called Medina, by the way. And it was the first time which we were suggesting not using membranes only in the pre-treatment, but using membranes also in the post-treatment of our reverse osmosis units. Because if you introduce some new technology, not osmotic operation, but totally different, where there are no limits, for example, in terms of the concentration of the salt affecting, killing the transmembrane flux as in osmotic phenomena, the possibility to increase the recovery factor was significant. And that is related to another point very important. So this, you see, this is the flow sheet of Medina. In Medina, what we were telling is to be careful. If, when you have reverse osmosis, if you introduce new technology on the concentrate of the different RO or NF plant, and this system can be membrane distillation, membrane crystallizer, and similar, you can produce energy, pressure retarded osmosis, reverse electrodialysis, and you can produce salts. You can increase the recovery factor. Why this is becoming important? This is becoming important because you have to realize that today we have another stress that you don't see in TV, is not yet written in big terms on the newspaper, so large public does not know. But if you make a little bit of research on the web, you will realize that in the last 100 years, all around the world, we had a depletion, disappearing between 75%, 85% of most part of the minerals from the place where they were normally extracted. And people are not aware of this, because nobody was taking care. You are extracting something, using and discharging as a waste. Today, we realize that in a relatively short time, most part of the minerals which are controlling our industrial development, the innovative industrial development, that means these chips, computer, plasma, new catalysts, etc., basically are disappearing if we don't take care of the situation. Where are all this stuff? All this stuff is here. No, the ocean, the place where we are, the sea water we are using for producing fresh water, is the most interesting open sky mine today available on Earth, where we have been discharging in the last 1,000 years, and recently in the last 100 years, when we started to use more and more the minerals without taking care of their reuse. They are just there. So the problem is, why don't we try to consider that in desalination, don't watch only the permanent, which costs nothing, by the way. Water has no value, or very marginal value. People will never make profit on water. They are trying to do it. Public will react and will say, no, I don't want to pay for water. Nobody will complain if you will react and you will ask money for the concentrate where minerals are present, or for the energy that eventually we can produce. Now, if you are looking to the situation that you can find in the literature, you will find all the different kinds of minerals which are present in the water. A lot, basically everything. In some case, very large concentration, in some case, minor concentration. The situation is very clear. Somebody, Professor Sean, was already anticipating some of these data. You can see here we are working to identify, and this is not our data, but our data that you can find the reference from the Geographic Institute in the United Nations, or some geographical studies in the United States, etc. We have, for any minerals, the amount that is still there, the amount we are using per year in our today industrial activities, and that means how long this mineral will be still available. And if we do this, you will see that in many cases, this mineral